Welcome, friends, to a journey of rediscovery, a path to mastering focus and inner peace through the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. In today's digital age, we face constant challenges, endless distractions from notifications, the overwhelming flood of information at our fingertips, and the subtle traps of comparison that social media lays before us. It's easy to feel scattered, to lose sight of what truly matters. Yet, amidst this modern chaos, ancient teachings from Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Epictetus offer us a guiding light. These philosophers, who lived in a world far different from ours, understood the essence of human struggle and the power of the mind to rise above it. Their wisdom isn't just a relic of the past. It's a practical toolkit for navigating today's noise and rediscovering clarity. Let us explore how these enduring principles can help us reclaim our attention, cultivate tranquility, and live with purpose, no matter the distractions that surround us. As I look around, I see how the digital age has woven itself into every corner of our lives. Smartphones are always within reach, buzzing with notifications that demand our attention, pulling us away from the present moment. Social media platforms flood us with endless streams of curated lives, tempting us to compare and feel inadequate. And this 24/7 connectivity, it's as if we're never truly alone, never given a chance to breathe, to think. The cost of this constant noise is heavy. Our mental health bears the brunt. Stress creeps in, anxiety festers, and a sense of overwhelm becomes a daily companion. Productivity suffers as we jump from one distraction to another, rarely finishing what matters most. Even our relationships feel the strain. How often do we sit with loved ones, only to find ourselves scrolling instead of listening? It's a quiet theft of our attention, our peace, our very ability to connect deeply. The irony is in seeking to be more connected, we've become more fragmented. But there is a way to reclaim what we've lost, a path to stand firm amidst this digital storm, a path inspired by ancient wisdom that feels more relevant than ever. In a world where digital noise surrounds us, smartphones buzzing, social media scrolling endlessly, and constant connectivity draining our energy, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Our mental health suffers, productivity slips, and even our relationships bear the strain of divided attention. But amidst this chaos, there is a timeless philosophy that offers clarity and strength. Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and refined in Rome, Stoicism was shaped by profound thinkers like Zeno, Seneca, and Epictetus. At its core, it is a philosophy of resilience and self-mastery, teaching us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. It's about building an inner fortress, unshaken by external turmoil. Imagine applying this wisdom today, where distractions are just a swipe away. Stoicism isn't a relic of the past. It's strikingly relevant in our digital age. It reminds us that peace isn't found by escaping the world, but by mastering our responses to it. By embracing Stoic principles, we can reclaim our focus and cultivate a deep, unshakable tranquility, no matter how loud the digital storm grows. So, how do we apply this ancient wisdom to tame modern distractions? Let's prepare to explore 10 powerful lessons that will guide us on this journey. As we stand amidst the whirlwind of the digital age, the question looms large. How can we reclaim our focus and find inner tranquility when distractions are just a tap away? The endless notifications, the pull of social media, the pressure to stay connected, they all fragment our attention and erode our peace. As we've seen, Stoicism, with its ancient roots in resilience and self-mastery from thinkers like Seneca and Epictetus, offers a timeless compass to navigate this modern chaos. It teaches us to anchor ourselves in what we can control, to find stillness within, even as the world buzzes around us. So how do we apply these enduring Stoic principles to tame the digital storm? How do we cultivate a mind that remains unshaken by the noise and attuned to what truly matters? This is the challenge we face, and the path forward lies in 10 powerful Stoic lessons that will guide us to master our focus and build an unbreakable sense of peace. Let's begin with the first lesson: learning to control our perceptions, as taught by Epictetus. By filtering out the digital clutter and centering on what holds real value in our lives. As we dive into the first of our 10 Stoic lessons to reclaim focus and peace in this digital age, let's begin with a foundational principle from the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus. He taught us that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but rather our perceptions of them. We cannot control what happens around us, but we can control how we react. In the whirlwind of notifications, endless scrolls, and digital demands, this wisdom is more vital than ever. Think about it. How often do we feel overwhelmed by a flood of emails or frustrated by a viral post we can't stop seeing? The Stoics remind us that these are external happenings, mere noise in the grand scheme of life. We have the power to filter out what doesn't serve us. Instead of reacting impulsively to every ping or trend, we can pause and ask, does this truly matter to my purpose? Does this align with my values? By shifting our focus to what we can control, our thoughts and responses, we build a mental shield against digital chaos. Imagine letting go of the stress tied to things beyond your grasp, like others' opinions online, and instead grounding yourself in what you can shape: your mindset, your attention. This is the first step to Stoic mastery in our hyper-connected world, a lesson that sets the foundation for the simplicity we'll explore next. Having understood the Stoic principle of controlling our perceptions, let us now turn to another timeless lesson: embracing simplicity. The Roman philosopher Seneca often spoke of the dangers of excess, warning that an overabundance of desires and distractions scatters the mind. He believed that true contentment lies in trimming away what is unnecessary, focusing only on what aligns with virtue and purpose. In our digital age, This wisdom feels more relevant than ever. Our screens overflow with endless notifications, subscriptions, and feeds that pull us in 1,000 directions. How often do we feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of content vying for our attention? Seneca would urge us to declutter, not just our physical spaces, but our digital lives as well. Start small. Unsubscribe from emails that no longer serve you. Unfollow accounts that breed comparison or anxiety, and curate your online world to reflect what truly matters. Ask yourself, does this inspire growth, or does it dilute my focus? By stripping away digital excess, we create space for clarity and peace, aligning our habits with the Stoic ideal of living simply yet fully. Let us intentionally choose quality over quantity, ensuring our time and energy are spent on what nurtures our minds and souls. As we move forward, we'll explore how to shield that clarity from distractions by cultivating inner quietude. Let us turn inward now to the Stoic art of cultivating inner quietude, a mental fortress against the relentless noise of the digital world. I often find myself overwhelmed by the endless pings and alerts, the constant pull of screens vying for attention. But Stoic teachings remind us that true peace is not found by silencing the world, but by fortifying the mind. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who amidst the chaos of ruling an empire, sought solace in stillness, reminding himself to retreat within to a place of calm clarity. We too can build this refuge through mindfulness and meditation, practices that anchor us in the present moment. Take a deep breath. Let go of the urge to check that notification. Focus on what is here, now. By training our minds to observe without reacting, we shield ourselves from distraction's grasp. This inner quietude is not escapism. It is power, the power to remain unshaken, no matter the storm outside. With this fortress built, we prepare ourselves for the next lesson. Disciplined focus, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. Let us turn now to the fourth Stoic lesson, practicing disciplined focus. In a world obsessed with multitasking, where we juggle countless tabs, apps, and notifications, our attention is fractured. Yet the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, taught a profound truth. True progress comes from directing our energy to one thing at a time. Concentrate on what is before you, they urged, and do it with full presence. Imagine a craftsman shaping a piece of stone. Every strike is deliberate, every moment dedicated to the task. That is the Stoic way. In our digital age, this means closing unnecessary windows, silencing distractions, and immersing ourselves in a single endeavor, whether it's writing, learning, or connecting with a loved one. By focusing deeply, we not only enhance our productivity, but also find a sense of satisfaction that scattered attention can never provide. The Stoics believed that the mind achieves clarity when it is not pulled in 1,000 directions. So, ask yourself, what deserves your full attention right now? Commit to it, and let everything else fade into the background. This disciplined focus isn't just a skill, it's a path to inner calm amidst the chaos of modern life, a strength that prepares us to set boundaries, which we'll explore next. As we move deeper into Stoic wisdom, let's explore the fifth lesson: building resilience through self-control. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, taught that true strength lies in mastering our impulses. In today's digital age, we face a constant pull toward instant gratification, endless scrolling, notifications demanding our attention, and the temptation to check our devices at every idle moment. But here's where Stoic self-control becomes a powerful shield. Imagine setting clear boundaries with technology, much like a Stoic would guard their mind against unnecessary desires. Consider a digital detox, intentionally stepping away from screens for a day or even a few hours. Feel the weight lift as you reclaim your time. Another practice is creating tech-free zones in your life, perhaps your bedroom or dining space, where no device is allowed to intrude. These acts of discipline remind us that we are not slaves to our tools. We wield them with purpose. By resisting the urge for constant connection, we train our minds to endure discomfort and build resilience. This isn't about deprivation, but about freedom. Freedom from being controlled by external forces. As we practice this, we echo the Stoic ideal: to remain steady no matter the distractions that surround us. Let this lesson ground you as we prepare to delve into reflection and clarity in the next step of our journey. In our fast-paced digital world, it's easy to lose sight of what truly guides us. This brings us to our sixth Stoic lesson: reflect for clarity. The ancient Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, often turned to journaling and self-reflection as a way to ground themselves. Imagine sitting down at the end of a hectic day, pen in hand, and asking yourself, what pulled my attention today? Was it endless scrolling, notifications, or perhaps chasing trends? By writing these thoughts, we begin to see patterns, distraction triggers that steal our focus. More importantly, reflection helps us realign with our core values. What matters most to me? Is it connection, growth, or creativity? Stoic journaling isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. It's a quiet moment to strip away the noise and rediscover purpose. As we build on setting boundaries with technology from our last lesson, this practice of reflection prepares us to prioritize real, meaningful interactions over fleeting virtual ones. So, take a moment daily to reflect. It's a powerful step toward mastering your mind amidst digital chaos. As we journey through these Stoic lessons, let's turn our attention to a timeless principle: the value of meaningful, real-world connections. The Stoics, especially thinkers like Seneca, emphasized the importance of true companionship and community as essential to a virtuous life. They believed that our deepest fulfillment comes not from fleeting interactions, but from bonds forged through presence and shared experience. In today's digital age, it's easy to mistake virtual likes or comments for genuine connection. Yet, these often lack the depth of a heartfelt conversation or the warmth of a shared moment. I've observed how many of us, myself included, can spend hours scrolling through feeds only to feel more isolated. Stoicism reminds us to step away from the screen and seek out those face-to-face encounters. Whether it's a quiet coffee with a friend or a family gathering, these moments anchor us in what truly matters. Let's honor the Stoic call to nurture real relationships, for they are the bedrock of a meaningful life. Having explored the importance of prioritizing real-world connections, let us now turn to the Stoic principle of moderation, particularly in how we engage with technology. I often observe how easily we fall into the trap of endless scrolling or compulsive checking of devices, as if our worth is tied to the next notification. Yet, Stoicism teaches us that true balance comes from intentional limits, from mastering our desires rather than being enslaved by them. Seneca once wrote that excess in anything becomes a fault, and in this digital age, overindulgence in technology can cloud our clarity and steal our peace. Imagine setting deliberate boundaries, perhaps designating specific times for checking emails or social media, and sticking to them with disciplined intent. This isn't about rejecting technology, but about you. Instead, we choose what serves our purpose and discard what distracts. Consider, for instance, turning off non-essential notifications or dedicating an hour each day free from screens. These small acts of moderation align with the Stoic pursuit of virtue over excess, ensuring that technology enhances rather than erodes our lives. As we practice this balance, we prepare ourselves for the next lesson, learning to detach from digital validation and focus on our inner worth. As we navigate the digital age, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking validation through likes, comments, and followers. But Stoicism offers a powerful antidote: detachment. Epictetus reminds us that our worth isn't tied to external opinions or trends. It resides within, in our character, our actions, and our commitment to virtue. I've seen countless individuals tie their happiness to a fleeting notification, only to feel empty when the buzz fades. Stoic detachment isn't about ignoring the world. It's about releasing the need for its approval. When we scroll through curated lives or chase viral moments, we must ask, what truly defines me? Is it a stranger's thumbs up or my own integrity? By rooting our self-worth in principles rather than pixels, we become unshaken by the digital tide. This inner freedom lets us use technology as a tool, not a master. So, let go of the urge for external affirmation and anchor yourself in what you control: your thoughts, your values, your purpose. As we reach the final lesson, let's reflect on cultivating contentment, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom that can anchor us in the digital age. I observe so many of us trapped in comparison culture, endlessly scrolling through curated lives on social media, feeling inadequate or left behind. But Stoicism, as taught by Seneca and Epictetus, reminds us that true peace comes from within, not from external measures of success. Instead of chasing what others have, turn your gaze inward. Practice gratitude for what you already possess, your health, your relationships, perhaps even this very moment of quiet reflection. Stoics believed in self-sufficiency, in finding joy in the present rather than longing for more. Imagine letting go of the need to compare and instead nurturing a deep sense of enough. This isn't about ignoring ambition, but about rooting your worth in virtue and purpose, unshaken by the endless digital race. Contentment is your shield, a quiet strength to carry forward. Let me share a story about Gaius, a man living in a bustling city like ancient Alexandria, now caught in the whirlwind of our digital age. Gaius was once like many of us. His days were consumed by endless notifications, scrolling through feeds that fed comparison and unrest. His mind raced with every ping, his focus shattered, and his spirit burdened by a sense of inadequacy from seeing others' curated lives online. He felt trapped in a cycle of distraction, losing touch with what truly mattered. But then, Gaius stumbled upon the wisdom of the Stoics. He began with small steps, controlling his perceptions, as Epictetus taught, by choosing not to react to every digital intrusion. He decluttered his online world, embracing Seneca's call for simplicity, unfollowing accounts that drained his peace. Slowly, he built a mental fortress through reflection and disciplined focus, setting boundaries with his devices. He prioritized real connections over virtual ones, finding joy in shared moments rather than likes. Over time, Gaius transformed. Where chaos once ruled, he found stillness. Where distraction once stole his time, he reclaimed purpose. His story reminds us that applying these Stoic lessons isn't just theory, it's a path to real change, even in today's noisy world. We too can stand firm, just as Gaius did, by choosing to master our minds amidst the digital storm. As we reflect on Gaius's journey, a profound truth emerges, one that lies at the heart of Stoic wisdom. Stoicism isn't about escaping the tools and technologies of our modern world. It's not about retreating into some isolated existence, free from the buzz of notifications or the pull of endless scrolling. No, it's about mastering our relationship with these forces. It's about recognizing that while we cannot control the digital noise around us, we can control how we engage with it, how we allow it to shape our thoughts and emotions. Stoicism teaches us the power of choice. Every day we stand at a crossroads. Will we be swept away by the chaos of incessant updates and comparisons? Or will we choose to anchor ourselves in what truly matters? Peace doesn't come from silencing the world. It comes from silencing the unnecessary turmoil within. It comes from deciding that our focus, our time, and our inner tranquility are ours to protect. Imagine for a moment the freedom in that realization, the strength in knowing that amidst the digital storm, you hold the reins. You can choose to step back, to breathe, to focus on virtue over vanity, on purpose over distraction. This is the Stoic way, not a rejection of the modern age, but a mindful navigation of it. And it begins with a single, deliberate choice: to prioritize your peace above the noise. As I reflect on Gaius's journey, I see him now standing tall in the heart of a bustling city, a modern Alexandria where digital storms rage endlessly. Notifications buzz, screens flash, and voices clamor for his attention, yet Gaius remains unshaken. Like a true Stoic philosopher, he has built an inner citadel, a fortress of calm, forged by the lessons of Epictetus and Seneca. He focuses not on the chaos around him, but on what lies within his control, his thoughts, his actions, his purpose. Virtue guides him, not fleeting trends or virtual applause. He turns away from the lure of endless scrolling to pursue what truly matters, living with intention, cherishing real connections, and cultivating gratitude for the present moment. And here's the inspiring truth: you can achieve this too. No matter how loud the digital noise, you have the power to stand firm, to choose focus over distraction, and to anchor yourself in purpose. Let Gaius's resolve remind you that peace is not found by escaping the storm, but by mastering yourself within it. Embrace the Stoic way, and you too can rise above the tempest, unshaken and unwavering. As we draw this journey to a close, let's revisit the 10 Stoic lessons that can guide us to reclaim focus and peace in this restless digital age. First, control your perceptions. Choose how you respond to distractions. Second, embrace simplicity by cutting digital excess. Third, cultivate inner quietude through mindfulness. Fourth, practice disciplined focus on one task at a time. Fifth, build resilience with self-control over technology. Sixth, reflect for clarity through journaling. Seventh, prioritize real-world connections over virtual ones. Eighth, practice digital moderation with intentional limits. Ninth, develop Stoic detachment from online validation. And 10th, cultivate contentment by embracing gratitude. These lessons remind us that peace and focus are always within reach, no matter the chaos around us. Start with just one. Let it be your anchor. As Seneca wisely said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Let this wisdom inspire you to transform your digital life one step at a time.